Affirmative action got removed from higher education in America, and while many are losing their minds over it, I believe it's a blessing for Black and African people. I'm going to tell you why, what we should be focusing on, and how we can turn this ruling into one of the greatest things that ever happened to us. Pay attention. Affirmative action was brought into effect to offset the impact of segregation on education in America, where Blacks weren't permitted to attend schools with whites. At that time, I understand why Black people thought they needed to go to white schools, because it was those schools that gave access to a society and employment that Black and African people did not control. Education. To give intellectual, moral, and social instruction to someone, typically at a school or university. My platform is all about uncovering the lost and hidden history of Africa and to give perspectives on culture and society that benefit us as a people to in turn empower us to make better decisions about our future. The fact my platform exists is because the education we've received did not do that, but instead filled our minds with a Eurocentric perspective on everything. If you don't know where you came from or what you did, how can you know where you're going? Education in the mainstream is designed to create better cogs for the machine, a machine that most definitely isn't focused on helping Africa or Black folks, otherwise we'd have a very, very different continent today. Instead, we have the same people whining about critical race theory and removing mentions of slavery from textbooks, who then mandate Asian American history be taught in schools. Thus I ask you, why do you want to go into an education system that you know will teach you that you and your people contributed nothing to civilization? Is it then a surprise that we have generation after generation of Black and African students who are so ignorant of self that it's left to TikTokers, Instagrammers, and YouTubers to correct decades of miseducation you went into student loan debt to acquire? Western educational institutions galvanize the fallacy that to be successful is to meet the criteria of a Western society that took everything from you, so you can work for that society to make it even stronger. You gave up your mind. I gave up my mind. And now I'm struggling to correct the programming. It's wrong. No, it's evil to send your children to the same fate. Affirmative action is over. Maybe now we have no choice but to focus on building schools with curriculums that make platforms like mine obsolete. African history is human history. We've spent so much time asking others to tell us who we are. We haven't done the logical thing, take control of our own narrative. That's why I created my newsletter for all of us, to get us to think differently about how everything going on affects us, not just in history, but with technology, politics, culture, and media. Pay attention. There are two tiers, free and paid. The free tier is automatic when you sign up, and you'll get light, fast-to-read posts about various topics. The paid tier is the most robust, with the premium articles and content that take the most time and have the most depth. Those who are already members of my official supporters group will get all of the paid newsletter posts anyway. The paid tier is launching with my 5-part series, Cleopatra, Black or White, where I answer that question once and for all, and also investigate the Black African genesis of ancient Egypt and North Africa. You can go and read all of my free articles right now to get an idea of what I'll be doing. You can pledge today for either a monthly or annual subscription with the option to join as a special founding member if you really want to back what I'm doing. Our division is not by accident. It is by design. We're going to change that.